We're going to be ranking the 6 most hated celebrities, with number 1 being so hated, it's a mystery how they've managed to stay alive after all the backlash. And to start off the list is the most narcissistic celebrity of all time, Jada Pinkett Smith. One major reason is her admission of an entanglement with singer August Alsina, one of her son's friends, while she was still married to Will Smith, then trying to paint the situation out in a more pleasing manner to make herself look better in this questionable situation.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship.
After Will's infamous Oscars slap incident, some felt Jada threw Will under the bus by distancing herself from his actions publicly, then later claiming she's been secretly separated from Will for over 5 years despite his defence of her, which just feels like a desperate attempt to separate herself from the backlash her husband is receiving.
In 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been...
Keep my future ex-wife's name out your fucking mouth? Honestly, their relationship makes so much sense if she is a narcissist. She's worn Will down to the point he doesn't know up from down and can't regulate his emotions. You can never do anything right, and everything is all your fault, especially your partner's mistakes. Anyone who's ever been in a relationship with a narcissist knows this feeling all too well. Another thing we all know too well is how obnoxious and disrespectful James Corden can be. One of the most notorious occurred in 2022 when Corden was banned from New York's Balthazar restaurant for being rude to the staff, with the owner calling him the most abusive customer they had seen. McNally, the owner of the restaurant, described him as a tiny cretin of a man after Corden berated servers over a trivial issue such as finding a hair in his food. Other stories about his mistreatment of waitstaff, fans and even colleagues have circulated, painting a picture of Corden's entitlement and arrogance behind the scenes. But it doesn't end there. The internet exploded, uniting against the talk show host with Corden's participation in a 2019 Reddit Ask Me Anything being bombarded with hate, leading to some of the most hilarious responses against the dude. Hey James, you won't remember me, but me and my friends sat at a table next to you and Harry Styles, plus some others, in Manchurian Legends in London's Chinatown about 6 years ago. We didn't bother you, but you were a massively entitled who yelled and treated the waitstaff like shit. And when one of my party politely suggested you calm down, you got really aggressive and threatening, in a chubby way, like a boozy panda. So my question is this, why did Harry seem so cool while you were such a massive throbbing bellend? Obviously Corden didn't end up replying to many of the questions, just like how Ellen didn't respond to all the hate she was receiving online either.
Toxic, phony, hypocrite, liar. That's what she is. We were told from the very beginning, don't talk to Ellen, don't do this, you can't go into her office. It was very nerve-wracking, very stressful. We all walked on eggshells all the time.
In 2020, multiple employees came forward, describing a culture of fear, intimidation, and racism. Staff have been reportedly fired for taking medical or bereavement leave, and some were terminated under questionable circumstances, such as after starting a GoFundMe for medical costs. Employees claimed that they were warned not to make eye contact with her, and others suggested she would pick someone daily to hate.
Ellen would look at Ed and she would laugh, because I was hoping she was going to say, Ed, you can't be yelling at crew this way. You can't be yelling at people this way. She laughed and she said, every production needs their dog.
Meaning
Ed is her dog.
like her attack dog.
Her attack dog, so therefore she doesn't need to do that.
But it didn't stop there. One viral Twitter thread offered to donate $2 to charity for every negative experience shared revolving around Ellen. Working for her, I was instructed that I can't look her in the eye and never ever say hi to her first. But don't worry, she definitely won't be saying hi to you in the first place. She creates the most toxic environment for her staff. She has a sensitive nose, so everyone must chew gum from a bowl outside her office before talking to her, and if she thinks you smell that day, you have to go home and shower. Ellen did eventually apologise to staff, however never commented on her treatment of people outside of her employees.
You can't wake up 17 years later and say, oh, I didn't know, I had no idea. You were part of that. You're the one who knew about it, you witnessed it, you encouraged it.
But hey, at least she ain't no homewrecker, unlike Meghan Markle, who's been actively breaking up the royal family for years now. This event, dubbed Megxit, painted her as a disruptive force within the monarchy. Meghan's public image was further destroyed by a 2020 bullying accusation from former aides at Kensington Palace. Some staff members claimed that working with her was incredibly emotionally damaging. Meghan's envy for Kate Middleton also hasn't gone unnoticed. Royal commentators such as Ingrid Seward have suggested that Meghan was incredibly envious of Kate's elevated status and lifestyle within the royal household. Meghan reportedly expected to live a more glamorous royal life, but found herself living in Nottingham Cottage, which she and Prince Harry once described as a hovel compared to Kate and Prince William's grand residence. She's also been caught for playing the racism card in some of the most unnecessary of situations. After the birth of her children, she claimed her children didn't get the Her Royal Highness title due to having a black mother. She completely didn't acknowledge the title is given based on your place in line to the throne. The children of Prince Edward, the Queen's fourth son, don't have HRH title either. Her children don't have Her Royal Highnesses just following the rule, so her playing the racist card did not sit well with the British public. But I mean, at least she doesn't have 120 people accusing her of sexual assault, unlike P. Diddy. These allegations, which span decades, include claims from both men and women. One of the most disturbing accusations involves a 16-year-old boy who claimed that Combs molested him at a party in 1998. According to the victim, Combs coerced him into dropping his pants, framing the incident as a rite of passage into the music industry. This lawsuit is just one of several cases brought against Combs, many of which accuse him of using his position of power to manipulate and exploit young people. The dude is just a complete psychopath. Additionally, Diddy faces sex trafficking and racketeering charges. He is accused of organising events where victims were drugged and coerced into sexual acts. Some claims even allege that individuals were blackmailed or physically assaulted.
The surveillance footage that was captured inside of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 allegedly shows Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway. A now settled lawsuit filed by Ventura claimed that she was trying to leave the hotel after a drunken Combs punched her. The video appears to show Combs chasing her down the hall, throwing her to the ground, and then repeatedly kicking her.
Obviously, Combs has denied all these accusations, but ain't no one believing him. At least this guy's going to have a horrible time in prison. Just like Tekashi 6ix9ine, who's been regularly kidnapped and beaten inside and out of prison.
Get in the car. Get in the car. Hello.
Buen día,
Necesito que llame a la policía. Acaban de secuestrar a mi hermano. Por favor.
señor. All right, he's on the
They
line
just
with us.
kidnapped 6ix9ine.
All right.
Tekashi 6ix9ine? He just kidnapped me from my car.
His criminal background is central to his overwhelming despise, infamously cooperating with federal authorities to reduce his sentence by testifying against his gang members in 2019, which obviously led to his rat status within the hip-hop community. In addition to his legal troubles, Tekashi 6ix9ine faced backlash for a 2015 case involving the use of a 13-year-old child in a sexual performance, which he claimed he didn't know the age of, as if it's really that hard to tell if a pre-pubescent girl is under the age of 18 or not. But at least he eventually got what was coming to him, being violently jumped at a gym in Florida, where video footage showed him being beaten by several men while unaccompanied by security.
Yo, niggas jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, I'm a fan, bro. It's crazy. That's crazy.
I guess you could say that was justice for the poor girl he took advantage of. Anyway, you guys are absolute legends. Your support means the world to me. Love you all.